Hello and welcome to the Glesga podcast. He's letting me pilot the show this week, so thanks very much, my son. So remember to subscribe and tell your pals and let us know where you're subscribing for. Coming up this week, I watch on the telly The Apprentice. These are the thickest shower of wankers I've ever saw in my fucking life.
And I've seen Celebrity Pointless.
Pointless celebrities. Hey,
He made Super Jam.
what's Super Jam?
Well, he made
Is that jam with cocaine in it? Super Jam.
So he made
Oh, a piece of jam. Oh, fucking one will climb this building.
his thing was that he made jam in his granny's kitchen and all
I thought you were going to say his granny's knickers. Right?
that. No. No. I started off the five-a-side company when Brew Dog started.
But people want to drink more than they want to play five-a-side football. I think there's a bigger market for bevy than there is for five-a-side football. It's just me. But I know a lot of fat alkies, and I'd say they don't look good in a football strip. I know that's still to come, but what we're going to talk about this week is something that's like catnip to me. I'm mad for it, right? I watch on the telly The Apprentice. Mm-hmm. Do you watch The Apprentice?
Yeah, well, I've been on. Well, that's a lie. I nearly got on The Apprentice.
You
So
nearly got on The Apprentice. Well, I suspect the reason why you didn't get on it, because you're probably smarter than the average bear. Because it occurs to me when I watch this, these are supposed to be 16 of the brightest and the best people in the country. If that's the case, then the country is overpopulated with thick bastards, because these are the thickest shower of wankers I've ever saw in my fucking life.
And I've seen Celebrity Pointless.
Pointless celebrities, right? I mean, if ever a show was absolutely appropriately well named, it's that. Because it isn't that thing. You watch that Celebrity Mastermind. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Right. I can answer all the fucking questions on that. So winning that is no glory. Now the real mastermind, that's for all the brain boxes, Fred Housego and all these people.
Aye.
But Celebrity Mastermind, I mean, come on, you've got to be honest. The questions aren't that fucking difficult. They're dumbed down, right?
They are.
But The Apprentice, I mean, it seems to me that I mean, I get the premise. If you've not seen it, you should watch it, right? So, Lord Sugar he is
Lord
now,
Sugar,
right?
aye.
It'll be fucking a years to be King Sugar, right? So, he's looking for a business partner. Now, if you get through this process, you get 250 grand to go into partnership, 50-50 partnership with Alan Sugar. Now, that's a good
You
thing
don't
to
get
win.
a penny. You don't get a penny.
What do you mean you don't get a penny?
It's equity.
Sorry?
It's £250,000 worth of equity in your business scheme from him.
No, but you need money to start it up, surely.
Aye, but
Right, do you know something I don't?
He'll be doing his due diligence to make sure that you can't just say, I'm going to shut the business down and take your 250
Use your money, your ball bag. Right, well, we'll get to that in a minute, but you look at these fucking idiots that's on it, right? They can't spell, they can't count. So the one I saw is the one where they had to make a virtual pop star, right? And one of them made the virtual pop star. It looked like some woman was pissed out or not doing the bingo, right? I mean, are you fucking mental? And it was based on that ABBA revival thing where they're all in like jumpsuits
Holocaust
and covered in lights.
Holograms. Sorry, Holocaust.
Right, but that's the thing. That's what they had to create. Yeah. And fuck me, the ones they created were totally shite. And did nobody, is there nobody in that whole crew had any notion of what a song sounds like, or to overdub a song, or to create something? It was complete and utter and absolute shite.
But you wouldn't watch the television programme if it wasn't. If it was perfect and they were all doing great, nobody would tune in.
But these are meant to be the brightest and the best. These people are as thick as shite in the neck of a bottle.
Well, Britain's Got Talent's meant to be the best talent in Britain, and half of them
Right,
are
I've never watched that.
Lynn balls.
I've never ever watched that. Because what used to happen on Britain's Got Talent or X Factor, you get the best one was the auditions. You're getting some of the most deluded mental people that's ever walked the earth thinking they're going to become famous, they come in and absolutely get the arse ripped out of them. Now that's compulsive viewing.
Which isn't good for their mental health, to be fair.
For fuck's sake.
These poor souls that stand on that stage are just been taking advantage of, you know.
I would agree, but it's compulsive viewing, right? That's the point. That's the best bit, right? It's when they all go into the main bit and they're all, fuck that, nobody watches that. You want to see people getting handed their arse.
Dying in their hole.
Aye, people dying in their hole because you're going, he's dying in his hole, fuck you.
Because there's
me.
loads of great comedians that have signed up for it and then been absolutely shafted in terms of the auditions.
Well, mere fool them. Mere fool them. They're fucking stupid. They're deluded. They're thinking this is going to make me famous. Anybody can get famous now on the internet if they put enough into it. Right? Anybody. I mean, fuck's sake. We've got 2,500, 3,000 people listening to this bullshit every week.
What you doing? What you doing?
I mean, what you doing? Get a life. Get a life, right? Watch The Apprentice and then you'll feel good about yourself. When I watch it, right, there's just basic skills, common sense, right, pricing things and trying to sell things. I mean, they're as thick as shite. So maybe they pick one who's going to... Maybe there's always, before it starts, there's one person who that's a good business, right? And the other 15 are just crackpots or something.
So I went through the audition process. So
you did? When was this?
So this would have been, 2005, 6. So that's
That was when it was started.
I think it was series 2.
Right.
It was series 2. So you went to Edinburgh. You had to do all these. So they lined you up in sort of 10. They lined you all up, and you had 15 seconds to say why you should be in The Apprentice. So obviously I was really young. I was only maybe 19, 20, and I ran a five-a-side football business at the time. And I said how much it turned over and how I'd grown it, and I was only 19. And then all of a sudden I get through to the next round, right?
Right.
So it was at the old Caledonian Hotel in Edinburgh.
Right.
And then I got a call to say you've made it through the Scotland heats. So I get through the Scotland heats with 10 other folk, one of which went through to the programme. And then I went down to London, and I managed to get to I got to the final 15. They picked 10, and they went for the woman that I was in the audition with in Scotland. And she was called, what was her name? Oh God. So she was based in
Nanny Goon.
Aye. She was based in Stirling, and
Right.
she made baby clothes, and Madonna had bought a lot of her baby clothes, and that's where she got
Is that right?
her name. Aye. She never won it though, she get kicked out. But she was the one in the audition that she came across as really ruthless, and she cut everybody off.
Oh, I think that's what they want.
So
they
that-
want people
aye.
that are fucking crackpots.
Whereas I
and mental.
was 19 and young at the time and didn't really see much.
Aye. See, you want to... That's what they're probably looking for, because then it's compelling, then it's the drama. You know, when if somebody says, I'm a colossus in business, and I don't care who wants me, this isn't a popularity contest, I'm here to win any way I can. See if they'd said something like that, they went, he's bonkers in the nut. We'll have him.
Well, about 2 months after me getting knocked back for The Apprentice, I get a call for somebody for Channel 4 to say that John Boyle, who owned Motherwell at the time, was doing a show called Tricky Business for Channel 4. So I was on that. So I was on like the shite version of The Apprentice.
John Boyle was chairman of Motherwell. John Boyle. And him and his brother Shug, right, they ran a budget airline called Zoom Airlines, who sponsored the Well, right? And it was absolutely run on a shoestring. Basically what happens is John put the passengers on the plane at Glesga, and Shug counted them off in Toronto, right? But
After he'd served the drinks.
but I met John Boyle, right? Because he had been... Somebody dared him to do a stand-up comedy routine at a charity dinner, right? So what happened is somebody phoned me up with a mutual friend, phoned me up and says, you want to go and help John Boyle to construct a comedy set? So I went, I'd be happy to do that, you know, and you get paid for it. It was nice.
What did they read at the Motherwell results?
Well, no, because that's tragedy, right? That's tragedy. See, comedy is tragedy times time, but Motherwell have never, sadly, got out of that tragic space. So what happened was we sat a couple of sessions, and I just asked him questions about his life, and he told me about his life and all this and that. And then I took it away and I typed it up, and I thought about this and I thought about that, and I did, and I gave him. I says, there you go. There's your comedy routine. Oh, did he die in his hole?
Oh, did he?
Oh, it was fucking tragic. Did he crash and burn?
Oh.
But
So did his airline. He runs a company now called Hamilton Portfolio, which is probably worth
yeah, I know, it's investment.
60 million or something.
Aye. Well, I remember him saying to me, he says, we were talking about other millionaires. And he said something which made me laugh. And we were talking about, I don't know, it was maybe David Murray or somebody. And he went, oh, no. I says, so are you like as rich as David Murray? He went, oh, no. He's really rich. I've only got 70 million. I went, fuck's sake. I've got an overdraft at 8 grand. And he's...
So
that made me laugh.
So he took me to a big, massive business event at the Hilton Hotel. There was me and a guy called Fraser Docherty who made Super Jam. So he made Super Jam.
What's Super Jam?
Well, he made...
Is that jam with cocaine in it? Super Jam.
So he made...
Oh, a piece of jam. Oh, fucking one will climb this building.
His thing was that he made jam in his granny's kitchen and all
I
that.
thought you were going to say his granny's knickers, right?
No, that was his premium product.
How do we washed them first, right?
So he made it in his granny's kitchen, and then Waitrose used to stock it, and it grew. So there was him, and I ran the five-a-side, and he took us to this big business event at the Hilton Hotel, and sitting on the table was one Michelle Mone.
Michelle Mone.
Aye.
She of the dodgy PPE.
Yes. And then sitting next to me, I turned around and said to the guy, what is it you do? And he says, oh, I run a few pubs and clubs. And then later on in the night, I was informed that it was in fact Stefan King.
Oh, aye, Stephen King.
Who, if you don't know that, he basically owns like every
The G1
nightclub.
group.
Aye, the G1 group. It's called the Scotsman Group now, but they get bought over. But,
Right.
but aye,
Yeah.
he still leads that. But that was a mental night.
Really?
Oh.
What was mental about it?
I don't know what I can say, but let's just say businessmen don't just like drinking alcohol on a mad night out.
Is that right? They might have a wee cup of tea as well, and a bit of shortbread. Right. Well, I think you can make up your own mind what he means by that.
But it was
because imagine him and all these millionaires in a crack den with Russian prostitutes. Anyway, but that's what's in my head.
But he was he was a very smart man.
You see, this is what gets me. These bams that are going on The Apprentice. Now, at first when it started, it was £100,000. You got a job with Sugar, right? Alan Sugar. And you get paid 100 grand a year. But it seems to me, these people are these go-getters, and these people, if you're so that way inclined, it's probably, as an entrepreneur, not that difficult to make 100 grand. So why, if you've got a successful business selling baby clothes to Madonna, would you be even bothered to want a 100 grand job with Alan Sugar? This is what I don't get. Because if they're successful, they're clearly making money and they're on their journey. Now, I suppose that now with $250,000, if you really get the $250,000, that would be a massive injection of cash into your business. And then, if your business is worth 150,000, say, right, and Alan Sugar gives you 250,000, and he becomes equal partners, then you've won a watch. But if your business is worth 500 grand, and he gives you 250,000 and gets 50% equity, then he's took a big chunk of your business, which is mental. And just with him on the board, would you be more successful? Would you know? What do you think?
Oh, you would be. I think
sure?
his name was the power behind him. But he swapped getting a job with him with equity in your business.
With equity in the business.
Because I think they were all working for him, and it pissed him
Oh,
off.
I mean, there's that mad woman. What's her name? Katie.
Oh, Katie.
She was on it.
Katie Hopkins.
I mean, she was on it, wasn't it? She didn't win it though.
She never won it, no.
But
No.
she became famous after the back of it
I'm-
for being mental.
Aye, I'm terrible with names. The most successful one he's had is the lassie who had the cosmetic company.
What, the skin clinic?
Aye, she's all over the world now.
You sure?
Aye,
That was the Irish lassie?
Aye, she's probably the most successful that everybody's had on.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a spin-off series coming of The Apprentice, the guy that started Brew Dog. So he is starting his own Apprentice series, but you as a viewer at home can decide whether you're going to invest in the businesses that you're seeing on the TV.
So how's that going to work?
It's not going to be in the mainstream TV, it's maybe going to be online like YouTube and that. So you can sit and invest in the businesses that you see on the screen.
So you're sitting there and you've just cashed your gyro and you're thinking, you know what, I'm doing all right. Attendance allowance is quite good. I'm living the dream. And so the average punters are going to go, I'll put £100 into this business. I don't think so.
I started off the five-a-side company when Brew Dog started.
But people want to drink more than they want to play five-a-side football. I think there's a bigger market for bevy than there is for five-a-side football. It's just me. But I know a lot of fat alkies, and I'd say they don't look good in a football strip.
Aye, the two owners of Brew Dog walked out a dinner because they never won an award. So we won.
Really?
We won a social enterprise award,
Right.
and then they get tipped by a company called Beautiful Vending, which was a genius idea, where they put hair straighteners in female toilets.
Hair straighteners.
You put £1 in.
So people can
And lassies
straighten their pubes?
No.
What's happening?
No.
What, you're looking down at your bush and you're going, you know what, that could be a lot straighter. What are you talking about?
So
They're
lassies,
so shaved now anyway.
lassies would straighten their hair in the club.
You're joking. So is a pair of straighteners stuck to you?
Aye, you
Is it like a defibrillator?
Aye,
So you put £1 in.
and you get it in. But I think they get a claim because allegedly somebody in Falkirk, a lassie, burnt somebody with his straighteners.
Something,
Aye.
for
But
fuck's sake.
they were the idea that they took it to franchise and made a fortune.
And Brew Dog took a huff.
Aye.
So we're going to have a break now. We're going to show you one of the clips that you thought was the best for last week. Aye, which is a clip from a live show, and we'll be coming back to talk about toxic workplaces, like the house he grew up in. Toxic workplaces.
But before we come back, we're going to see a clip from one of our live shows.
I already fucking said that.
No as smooth as me, you fucking dobber. We've got another legend for you today.
We have a comedy legend.
Yeah, so you might have seen this guy recently in Only Child, but he's best known for playing Gary Tank Commander.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's my old drinking buddy, but he moved down to England to get dry. Please, give it up for Greg McHugh. Madam, if you could turn your phone off, it will struggle to get a signal if I've rammed it up your hole. Now, thank you very much.
Can I just say from the back as well, I've really enjoyed you getting the crowd on side. I've just really enjoyed that from the back.
Well, it's a Glesga thing. The closer you're to somebody, the more you can abuse them. Innit? It's a British thing. Who are you, you fucking mad wallop? You see, we must be married or something. I remember when we were... Well, you were a young stand-up, starting out in the business, just at the turn of the millennium. And I was a 7-year veteran of the comedy business. You were a young thruster, ready to scale the comedy heights. And with me, the wheel was turning, but the hamster was dead. Hey. And your lovely wife, she didn't like it when you went out with me, because you always ended up pissed.
Yes, and that's still
As
the
if
case.
it was my fault.
Yes.
As if he doesn't know his own mind.
No, she says hello.
I know. I love Katie. Hello, Katie.
So people maybe not realise that you did start as a stand-up comedian when you started.
Yeah, I did, and I wasn't very good. It was like this. No, I did. I started doing open spots at the Stand in Edinburgh, and that's when I met Raymond and lots of different people, and Kevin and Frankie and all these amazing acts.
But you had I see you had something extra. You had a bit extra.
Why am I getting scared, Raymond? Why? Yeah.
But you were handsome.
Oh,
You
you
were.
were.
You were. You were. No, you're not now. Right. Yeah, in fact, you're a fucking winter now. Right. But you were really handsome. And you know that way. I mean, I've never been handsome. Although I get some some old gold digging MILF sending me pornography through my teletext and all that, you know. But you were easy on the eye.
Oh, right.
Yes, just fucking. And you were well spoken. Because you're from Edinburgh.
I
I always felt that it was physically impossible for anybody from Edinburgh to be funny anyway. And you proved that correct. Welcome back to the Glesga podcast. That was one of the clips for one of our live shows.
He's guest hosting the day, by the way. He's all right, isn't he? He's all right. He's getting it all right.
Hey.
Take a fucking 90 episodes.
Hey, you've either got it or you've no.
That's
Get
right.
it around you.
You've got to see him in the Apprentice
Hey.
next year presenting that fun.
No. I'm too smart for that. So we're talking about the Apprentice. I think the people are the sticky shite on it, but we're talking about business in general. Now the world's changed. The world has absolutely changed. You would go to work in the old days, and you would make an arse or something, and then you'd get carpeted for it. That's what they call it. You get carpeted. They go, you're a fucking diddy. Who told you were this and that? Now, if you bawl somebody out or call somebody out, you're getting done. There's a grievance, and I get it. You can be too hard on people, but I think there's something with the kind of Brew Dog thing. I'm not defending the guy. I don't know who he is, and I don't use his products, right? But he's successful. The guy's successful. He's successful because he doesn't tolerate any slackness. He's probably one of these guys that's really driven. And if you go, oh, I've got an issue with this, and he'll go, just fucking fix it.
People are terrified because they're tied up in a job that's paying their mortgage, paying their bills, and if it goes wrong, they're not going to get
Well,
that
don't
back.
get into debt, you fucking tube. Right? Don't spend money you've no got on shite you don't need to impress assholes you don't even like. You're a fucking idiot. If you're up to your eyeballs in debt with a fucking £500 a month motor, with a massive mortgage and a bleached asshole, that's your fault. You spent the money. Nobody made you spend it. You're a fucking idiot.
I mean, I personally think you should get the jail for charging you £14 for a pint, but that's another story.
Is Brew Dog £14 a pint?
Some of the drinks are extortionate, man.
It's fucking outrageous, man. Fucking outrageous. A pint, £14, please. What? What, is that it? Where's the dinner it comes with? What are you talking about? 14? That's not true. That's not true. Out a Brew Dog pub.
Some of the pints, and if you go to London and go into Brew Dog, you'll pay that for a pint or a drink, no problem.
Oh, so you're talking about London prices?
Well, doesn't matter, does it?
Well, I tend to know, where will I go today? I'm feeling a bit flush. It's double money. Right, I gotta fuck off to London to the Brew Dog
What
pub.
about Dragon's Den? Were you a fan of that?
Right, I'm conflicted, right, by Dragon's Den as I am conflicted with The Apprentice. I'm going to tell you why, right? As a public service broadcaster, I pay my TV licence. I pay for that licence to be educated, entertained and informed, right? Now, the Dragons, Peter Jones and Tucker Suleiman and Deborah Meaden and all that, they're sitting there in a television show that's been made, not with their money, with my money, the BBC's money, and they're profiting tremendously for that. So I've paid into a public service broadcaster, which they are using as a vehicle to get rich. No. There's something fucking wrong with that. The programme's been created for the money that the population of the UK pay for to support the channel. That's a problem. That's a serious problem. Fair enough if it was on a commercial channel, no bother. But I'm fucking paying for that. So where's my equity share in Reggie Sauce? I'm fucking serious here. By me paying a television licence, I created the opportunity and the platform. I helped to create and maintain the platform that deal was done on. So where's my fucking equity share? Where's my free bottle of Reggie Sauce every year?
Oh, but the thing is with all these, people don't realise you're saying everyone's better than these dafties on the show, but they're on there because they are dafties. It's for TV viewing. It's no for...
I get that. I know. That's the whole point. When people look at television programmes, they go, that's amazing. Wow, did you see what happened there? It's all fucking planned. Everything that happens on the telly, in the jungle and all that, right? It's all bullshit. It's all totally and completely made up and planned and controlled. It's all bullshit. Nothing is real.
It's like when I put my clips out online, like the Asda driver came the other day and he's like, oh, I thought you'd be a lot funnier.
Yeah, I thought you'd have been a lot faster. Fuck off. Hey, yeah, wanker. I'm going to Tesco for now on.
That's what he said to me. I thought you'd been a lot funnier. I thought, you've just turned up at my door with my groceries. What do you want me to do? Like juggle or something? What a mental bastard.
Right, hold on. Right, I mean, yeah, ball bag.
What's the substitutes? Here's Chris Boyd.
I mean, what you meant to do, as soon as you take your message and you go, and make a daft face or something. Oh, these are my messages. Oh, golly. Oh, I'm going to get fat this week. Right. Yeah, Egypt. Yes, shut the gate and away you fucking bum.
You ever had a business idea?
No.
Never?
Never. You know me, I'm docile. My business idea is to try and live off the Social Security as long as I can.
I've got loads of domain names registered.
Have you?
Aye, that are 40 business ideas.
Arseblasters.com. What have we got? Ringboxrenegades.com.
That's making her $1 million.
Hey, oh aye.
Turning over quite well, in fact.
Oh aye.
Very big business in Newton Mearns.
So what have you bought? So what have you bought? A domain name? What ones?
So the sort of ones I've bought is comedy consultant.
Comedy consultants. What does that mean? So does that mean anybody?
So you would go into
What does that involve?
So you would work with businesses to make their content funnier.
Right. Okay. And has anybody approached you?
Well, no, but I wrote an ad for Emirates. Probably about 6 years ago, I wrote an advert for Emirates for that.
I'll get you an ad for Emirates. Beautiful airline, Emirates. We don't carry tramps. Here's a QR code. Take your Ryanair. Emirates is a great airline.
You should apply for the Apprentice with that.
We don't carry
Do you want
tramps.
to know what my ad was?
What?
For Emirates.
What was your ad?
It was Dubai or not Dubai. That is the question.
Dubai or not Dubai? That's very good.
That's very good, isn't it?
Dubai or not Dubai?
They used
Dubai or not Dubai? How much to get for that?
About £600.
£600? That's worth a fortune.
I know.
Did they run the advert?
Aye.
I bet the actor in the advert get fucking more than that.
Aye, probably. Never even gave me a flight.
Right, so comedy consultants, people, if you've got a business, if you got a wee rolling sausage shop somewhere and you need to sex it up, he's your man.
So,
well, I mean, that's good, comedy consultants, but you're always, you see, you're one of these go-getters. You're one of these guys who better never stops. You're one of these guys who's through various insecurities or whatever, right? No, you want a legacy. I think
a legacy.
Aye, see, 100 years from now, right? So people still know who Andrew Carnegie is, how John D. Rockefeller is, and J.P. Morgan, and all these people. These were billionaires at the end of the 19th century, start of 20th century, who made billions. The men that built America. Henry Ford. I think you want to be in that pantheon. I think you want to be remembered.
As Glesga Dav's boy.
Well, no, as yourself in your own right, whatever. I mean, but I think people kind of want to be immortal. In years to come, people will say, Glesga Da, that fucking idiot. Well, at least it's being remembered. But it's not something that is particularly important to me. But can you understand that? Why people would want to be remembered, would want to be immortalised? I remember another comedian said to me once, it's to be recorded, to be filmed and recorded. So we're on YouTube in perpetuity. Somebody might come along in 50 years and go, what's this bollocks? Right? And they'll listen to this podcast and went, God, people were angry in these days, weren't they? Because who knows, it'll be some utopian love nest that'll be set up 50 years from now and we'll all I don't know, be fingering each other up in the clouds. But if I'm going to be remembered at all, I would like people to say, you know, when you really got to know him, he was a miserable old wanker, and he was a manky old bum. which was a comment somebody made on one of our things. He's a manky old bum. Right. I would like to say, on balance, my intentions were good.
That's good. Well, we've just got your eulogy video, so that's good.
Aye. So when I pop my clogs, just play this.
Sorted. That saves me doing the speech. Right.
But people, right, so seriously, if you want to make £1 million, go out and make £1 million, but you need to fucking do it. You need to get up, out your bed, get a wash, and go and put the plans into action. That's how you do it. The difference between your dreams, right, and your reality, and them coming true, is action. The bit in the middle is action. There's millions of people sitting in the house, I've got a great idea for a business, right, but if it's in there, you're not going to make any money. You've got to make it happen. And then John Boyle, with his private equity company, he'll come along and buy it off you for £1 million, and then you can, you've got £1 million, you can just buy a big load of hash.
That's right.
And get a Just Eat subscription.
And remember, let us know in the comments when you've sold your house to start your business and went bankrupt.
So remember, you can buy tickets for the Glesga show at the Glesga International Comedy Festival at the Barras Art and Design on the 13th of March. And tell your pals, and I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give us a wee like, give us a packet of chewing gum and a bag of chips. Give us a wee like and tell your pals. But if you didn't like it, fuck off. Igor there. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
No, I thought Igor was better. Fuck off.